Hey, Toucher and Rich, Dr. Baloney on Twitter. Toucher and Rich are all over the local news up here in Boston, complete with man-on-the-street interviews. Check it out.
I had defended those guys last night on Red Eye.
What? They're talking about it on Red Eye, too?
Yeah, it's just
Toucher said something. I mean, who said
Toucher.
It? Toucher said what?
He made fun of Tim
right?
Tebow, and it was like Lily White, like it was Nazi, like all white people. Just be bust. We know him. He's a ball buster. He's just being funny. But that stuff doesn't look good in print. And when you see it read like that, it looks like, it could be hateful. Fuck everybody. Leave these guys alone. They're funny.
So what's the company going to do?
Nothing. They shouldn't do anything.
Are they going to do what they did a million times before and just fire everybody? Or are they going to fucking hang in there for once?
If they walk away from Toucher and Rich for saying, joking that Tim Tebow's family, whatever, looks like Nazis because they're so white, that you should abandon CBS completely as listeners. You should absolutely abandon them completely.
He apologized, huh?
Oh, yeah, the fake apology.
What's the apology?
I'm
Do
sure
we have the apology?
God, I hate fucking radio.
It's the fake apology. I'm sure he didn't want to apologize.
He was probably, why didn't he just say he was drunk at the time?
He was forced to apologize. I truly can tell you that was not my... All right, well, here's the story. A Boston sports radio host apologized on the air yesterday for likening Tim Tebow's NFL draft party to a Nazi rally, saying he regretted making the remark. Fred Toucher, who co-hosts the morning drive program Toucher and Rich, told listeners he made some remarks about Tebow's draft party that ended up offending some people.
Nazis?
What the fuck? The guy's just trying to entertain his audience and make a few fucking jokes. Leave it alone.
And by the way, he doesn't mean a word of this apology.
And you know who's pushing for this, though? This is not the liberals pushing him. This is the people who are going, well, since they went after Imus for black remark, aren't they hypocrites for not going after him for a Nazi or white remark?
He wrote,
sickening.
He says, I truly can tell you that was not my intention. I apologize to you that were offended. So that should be the end of it.
Right.
That should be the end of it. I just apologize and I regret that. And I regret what I said, he added. I think the company probably told him to get on the air and apologize.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like they made him read a dumb statement like we've had to read over the years. During Friday's show, Toucher described Tebow's party saying it looked like some kind of Nazi rally. Why does the paper have to just keep fucking rewriting the same shit in an article?
It looked like some kind of Nazi rally. That's funny.
So Lily White is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Stepford Wives, the Herald reported.
That he has to apologize for.
Heisman Trophy winner who played for the University of Florida Gators. Tebow was the first-round draft to the Broncos. Chachi. Wow, Chachi survived that mess up there. He's still there?
Wow.
A spokesman for the CBS-owned radio station confirmed Toucher apologized but declined further comment yesterday. Toucher was unavailable for an interview. Toucher and Rich, I'm looking around a corner to read the rest of this, who wasn't on Friday's show because he was out of state. No, I can't see it at all. The other way. Recently linked a multi-year deal to state the sports radio station, which debuted in August. So there you go.
Leave those guys alone. I fucking hate radio.
Why can't you just say that? It's obviously a joke. I don't think he meant that it was a Nazi rally.
No.
It's a joke on the fact that, maybe there were a lot of white people there or whatever. It's a funny line. Screw it.
And the thing is, sports radio, I fucking hate sports radio because they have this phony morality. They're like, wow, we don't like our announcers, whether it's ESPN giving that guy shit for making fun of that broad, stupid hooker outfit or him getting in trouble. Fuck sports radio. You fucking babies. Half the athletes are fucking doing, half of them do steroids or a good percentage of them do steroids. How many of these athletes are drunk driving or involved in domestic violence? Fuck you, sports radio. Fucking higher-ups that think that you're running some fucking Christian coalition get-together. Half of them are fucking thugs, which is fine.
Hold on. Could you put that back up, Danny, what you just had there? Because Steve found your music, Steve, asking them if they could link up and talk about it.
What the fuck,
Do you honestly think CBS
is going to allow
Toucher and Rich, who can't comment on this probably now at all, to link up with Opie and Anthony on satellite radio to talk about this situation?
We've had 8 of these situations. I don't think this would be a good idea for them.
Obviously, hey, it could pop in your head and go, oh, maybe we should. But then after 2 seconds of thought.
That's a no-brainer no.
Yeah, exactly.
No brainer, no.
That would be such a no.
What?
We'll be on to talk about it with Opie and Anthony, the guys that got fired from there. Can
we get?
Yes, I'm trying to get Tito. I'm going to have him talk with boxing noises in the back.
Yes. Yeah. Is it okay if we talk about you in a humorous way, belting your wife in her vagina?
Jesus, Steve. Listen to
I understand you trying, but Jesus.
Yeah. We understand, you know.
Hey, we should get the news stories, though, out of Boston, because I love the man on the street and all that crap. So if the guys could find that,
I think it's
down the
terrible.
hall, that would be great.
I think it's terrible, and no one should mention the word Nazi.
Yeah, he's a good guy. It's another attack on Christians. You know what? I don't have anything against Tim Tebow. I'm sure he's a nice enough guy.
He's a bore.
But I don't care.
He's a great college football player. We'll see if he's going to be good in the NFL.
How about this? As a rule,
he was a bore.
Fuck any athlete that talks about God all the time. I don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. You fucking catch a ball or kick a ball or throw a ball.
Don't want to hear your stupid friggin' ideology.
I don't give a shit.
Have your dumb morality dumped on me. Go fuck off. You're right, Jimmy.
All of them. Jesus, Muhammad, any God you worship. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Do it at home.
Except Buddha.
Then I want to hear about it.
She was hosting Saturday Night Live, I
hear. God almighty. They're like, well, how do you know he's a Christian? Why should you know it?
Yeah. There's a sports guy that had to apologize for a Polish joke, too. Maybe the guys could get that as well.
And Obama's national security advisor, who told a funny joke. And this is, again, it was on Breitbart, and they're like, he tells a joke which paints Jews as greedy merchants, but it's a funny joke. Did you hear it?
Well, let's listen.
In order to set the stage for my remarks, I'd just like to tell you a story that I think is true. And it happened recently in southern Afghanistan. A member of the Taliban was separated from his fighting party and wandered around for a few days in the desert, lost, out of food, no water. And he looked on the horizon and he saw what looked like a little shack, and he walked towards that shack. And as he got to it, turned out that it was a shack, a little store owned by a Jewish merchant. And the Taliban warrior went up to him and said, "I need water. Give me some water." And the merchant said, "I'm sorry, I don't have any water, but would you like to buy a tie? We have a nice sale of ties today." Whereupon the Taliban erupted into a stream of language that I can't repeat, but about Israel, about Jewish people, about the man himself, about his family. He just said, "I need water. You try to sell me ties. You people don't get it." And impassively, the merchant stood there until this Taliban was through with his diatribe and said, "Well, I'm sorry that I don't have water for you, and I forgive you for all of the insults that you've levied against me, my family, my country. But I will help you out. If you go over that hill and walk about 2 miles, there's a restaurant there, and they have all the water you'll need." And the Taliban, instead of saying thanks, still muttering under his breath, disappears over the hill, only to come back about an hour later and walking up to the merchant says, "Your brother tells me I need a tie to get in the restaurant."
That's a funny fucking joke.
You know what? Yeah, he got a great reaction at the end, but worst joke teller ever.
Yeah, he's
Holy
just
shit, who could sit through the fucking setup?
Yeah, kind of a monotone delivery.
It took forever to get to the punchline.
Well, he's the national security advisor. He's not supposed to be fucking Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson, Jesus. Yeah, but still, dude, who could sit through that shit?
But for them to say that was not a nasty joke about Jews.
No.
To me, that was a joke about a guy who made an asshole out of a Taliban.
Why can't
God,
you just tell a fucking joke like that? And it's just because it involves ethnicity and religion and stuff, which is completely off limits, no matter how safe and sterilized it is. That wasn't an offensive joke.
Here's when ethnicity or religion or culture are allowed to be mentioned. When you're saying positive things about them. Only. only you can list Spanish accomplishments, but don't list Spanish negative
Or
traits.
stereotypes
Or
or anything
mention
like
that the Irish are hardworking and that they came here and they blah, blah, but don't mention that they're drunk. So the Italians or the blacks, the whole fucking culture, we're a bunch of fucking little teenage girls who need nice things said about us. We're a bunch of fucking jizzbags.
So did he have to apologize for that?
I don't know.
I hope not.
What's the update on that? What's going on with that guy?
Oh, he did apologize. I'm sorry, he did actually know that.
Apologize?
What was his apology? God, apologies.
That's what we need.
Stop.
That's what we need. Fucking little faggoty Americans. We need to hear where someone's sorry.
And the apology doesn't matter anymore because it never stops the issue. They continue moving forward with their problems with the joke or the statement or.
Jones retreated yesterday. I wish I had not made this off-the-cuff joke at the top of my remarks, and I apologize to anyone who was offended by it.
There you go.
No, I wish I had not made it. Why? It was funny. It loosened everyone up, I'm sure.
It got a great reaction.
It got a good laugh. It's a funny joke.
If everyone was like, oh, moaning and stuff, then maybe you would be sorry that you did that.
Your brother says I need a time.
That's hilarious.
It's great. It's a funny little twist.
But no, that makes Jews look like greedy merchants. Fuck you. It's a funny joke.
Oh.
God, I hate this country. What a collection of babies.
You wish you didn't make it. That's so not true. It's on another, fake apology.
And then,
I know he had to. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
trying to save his own ass, but that's a fake apology too. Got a great reaction.
So what we
a
do
terrific,
is
reaction.
we put Velcro on the ceiling. Yay! I apologize for those remarks. 2 if you cut them thin enough. Yay! Oh my God!
2 in the front, 2 in the back, $6 billion in the ashtray.
Oh God! No! Oh,
we got more info on Tebow. Mark in New Hampshire. Mark.
Hey, boys. Jimmy, you were just saying that, fuck any player that believes in God. Well,
No, I didn't say that. Hold on. I didn't say that.
I didn't mean believes in God. I meant mentions God constantly.
Okay,
Sorry about that. At the scouting combine, before the Wonderlic test, they do it in like groups like 30 or 40, and Tebow asked everybody to lower their head in prayer, and a bunch of players go, dude, just shut the fuck up.
Good.
And that was the reaction that he got, so they wonder how that's going to translate for him in the NFL.
He's a goody two shoes. He really is.
And he's a religious
he's a
guy.
Very, very nice guy. Likes his
Great.
mama.
Yes.
Likes talking about the birth issue there, the abortion issue.
Wait.
He likes to do circumcisions in third world countries.
What?
Yeah, he's always trying to help somebody.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot there to make fun of. The sportscaster that got in trouble, Matt Millen, called Ron Jaworski a Pollock during the draft on NFL Network.
A Pollock?
Now they...
It's used on All in the Family a lot.
Now they are trying to get him fired, too. Thank you, Blotto, in Detroit. That's right. That's what happened. Yeah, Matt Millen's in a lot of trouble. If we could find that as well, that would be great. For just saying you dumb Pollock.
A pizza feeds a family of 5.
Will the defendant please rise? To hell with the expense. Give the parakeet another seed.
Let's go to Josh in D.C. Josh.
What's up, guys? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, pal.
You're very welcome. So, at my job, this girl, she's from Africa, but she lives in Boston and now lives here in D.C. She's, darkish color, I'd say a little lighter than Patrice. And we had a conversation one day about interracial dating. And I said, well, that's fine for other people to do it. I personally don't like it. And she demanded an apology from me, saying that interracial dating was okay. Now, I don't have a problem with other people doing it. I'm going to flat out tell you guys, no problem. But I personally don't do it. But she got mad at me for it.
There you go. Why? You can't have your own opinions?
Right.
I don't date outside my race.
It's bullshit, because if I want to have an opinion on something, even if it's just a song, if I say, oh, this song's the greatest song ever, and it happens to be, Hanson, oh, well, I think it's the greatest song.
Well, then you're a fag.
Yeah, exactly. Then you have shitty musical taste, and you should be beaten with a
I
stick.
like the cock. What am I going to say? But, either way, I had to apologize to her for an opinion that I had.
Here's the rule of thumb, sir. I'm sorry. I apologize for interrupting. Here's the rule of thumb. If you're black and you only want to date in your culture, that means you're pro-black. If you're Spanish and you only want to date in your culture, it means you have ethnic pride. If you're white and you only want to date in your culture, it's because you're a repressive racist.
A racist
That's
that
the
wants
rule.
to just prolong the white race.
That's the rule. Yeah.
14 words.
on Craigslist, people post on their classifieds all the time, and there's people that will apologize when they don't want to date another race.
I'll tell you why they do that. Here's why they apologize. Because they don't want to get flagged. Because Craigslist has this shitty system of if one person flags you, your ad comes off. So if somebody says, like, I only want to date white guys, black guys will flag them, or white guys will flag you, or whoever doesn't like it will flag you. So they're trying to be pleasant so that other people don't just automatically flag them.
Huh. Yep.
All right.
Wonderful.
Why don't we step aside?
Do you ever feel good, by the way? I really do. Like, at least we do the show and we make fun of everybody, and we're fucking belligerent about it.
If we didn't have
really
this outlet,
good, man.
it would be just a nightmare to live in this world.
It really is, to be able to just be honest about your opinions. And if people don't like them, yeah, they could call up and bash us or whatever they want. It's an open, free exchange of ideology right here, which is rare. You know, you really don't find that these days. Everyone's so caught up in being politically correct and not offending people or being labeled something. God forbid one person labels you a racist or a homophobe or whatever it is, based on whatever your ideology is, as long as it's not based in hate. It's fine. It's your opinion. Why aren't people entitled to their own opinion now without having a label put on them? Some negative fucking connotation put to your fucking personality. It's just twisted.
I was on Twitter, and the only way to deal with this stuff is to be kind of vicious back.
Yeah.
And some girl, you never know on Twitter if it's really the person or if it's a guy. You never know who's who. But some woman said I was because she labeled that old. I think we talked about this. The old XM promo I did, which was really purposefully racist.
It was way over the top, racist.
Of course, supposed to be a parody.
It was obvious,
of
right?
Course. And he's a racist pig. And well, no, but you don't have to understand. Fuck you, bitch. Smashed her.
Yeah,
and the listeners and the fans on Twitter are killing her.
Good.
Because that just taps into people as sick and tired of some knee-jerk reaction baby labeling somebody a racist or a homophobe or a thisophobe or Islamophobe and them apologizing. Everybody's fucking tired of it.
It's never a bunch of people either. It's usually one or two people that decide you're an asshole.
Yes.
And they didn't like what you said. And, they label you. Now you got a label. I don't give a shit. Call me what you want. Hate it.
Want to start with the news story?
This news reporter, it makes you just fucking hate members of the media even more. This is why I hate them.
Especially the local media.
They're
they
fucking
horrendous.
stink.
Just read the fucking words in front of you and shut your mouth.
Fucking
Word
Bush
reader.
League reporter.
Shut your fucking mouth and just read the story.
Exactly. Without putting your slant on it.
Bubble-headed bleach blonde.
Well, they could put whatever race reporter they want on it.
No, they can't. White is right. That's what I say a lot when I'm alone in my apartment.
So, Toucher, what's the situation again, Jimmy, for the people that weren't listening an hour
Toucher's
and
a horrible
ago?
racist, and he despises the Jews. And the black. No. He's a funny guy, and he just made a joke about fucking Tim Tebow. All you can say about Tim Tebow is that he's great, and he's religious, and he loves his mom. Good for him.
Tim Tebow is a great athlete, but he's also a weirdo. He's a bit weird. He's a bit strange.
So what Tim Tebow can do is he can put himself out there and tell you that he's religious and do all these things. And again, I applaud that. Fine, he's happy with that. Good for him. But it's only fodder for praise, and it's not fodder to be made fun of.
No.
And the fact that he had all these white people around him, and Toucher wanted to say it looked like a Nazi rally. And how else do you describe a bunch of white people, you fucking faggot Americans?
And saying how he's just lily white. And
goofing on him.
There's a lot to make fun of there if you're an entertainer trying to make your audience laugh.
He's goofing on him.
That's all. That's all.
That's all it is.
So here's the news report out of Orlando because,
this is Florida? Oh, is he from Florida?
Tebow, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He played for the Gators. I'm not really sure where he was from. But, I mean, he made his mark with the Gators, obviously, and now playing for the Broncos. Here's the newsreader.
It's been a big week for Tim Tebow, a young man known for his squeaky clean image. A lot of you won't like hearing this, but now a radio host in Boston is making controversial comments on...
Yeah.
How about you let us decide that? You just read the fucking words, and I'll decide if I'm happy with what you're about to read or sad about what you have to read.
And how about that?
Shut the fuck up.
Did you ever say that before a story about a rape or a murder or a child abduction.
Yeah.
A lot of you are not going to like this. A child, no, you probably just read the. Why do you feel the need to pontificate or to editorialize when it comes to humor?
Well, he is a god in that area.
Cheers, fuck him.
He really is a god.
Good for him.
In the Orlando
Fuck him.
area.
Because I'm cutting little baby penises off.
Most of Florida, he's a god.
Good for him. So it's cocaine. I'm sure Tim Tebow's a great guy. I got no problem with the guy. I don't care that he's a good guy. You should be a good guy. I pay my fucking taxes. I'm a good guy.
Right.
Not probably on that level of good guy, but
I'm a good guy.
You're all right.
Yeah, say goodnight to the good guy.
I'm the good guy.
A lot of you won't like hearing this, but now a radio host in Boston is
hearing
making
this.
controversial comments on the air, saying Tebow is so white he must be a Nazi. I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more about this as the week goes on. The personality known as Toucher on 98.5, the Sports Hub, said draft night at the Tebow compound looked like a Nazi rally. He even mentioned the Stepford wives. We'll see if Toucher gets...
Yeah, obviously
He
said.
even mentioned the Stepford wives. Wow.
What does that mean?
Wow.
Exactly. What does that mean,
That's
bitch?
worse than the Nazi part?
What does that mean, bitch?
I don't know.
He was hanging out with a lot of probably robotic-looking white people, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not much color in his celebration, I would imagine.
I would imagine.
So you, as a radio show host, you're not going to acknowledge that and take a couple shots at
with
that?
some humor.
With some humor?
Right.
Right?
Could have said Klan rally, said Nazi rally, whatever.
So if he was black, if Toucher was black, and that was a black athlete and all black people, and they said, hey, it's like a Black Panthers party, nobody would get upset.
No, of course not.
He even mentioned the Stepford wives. We'll see if Toucher gets in trouble for his comments. You'll recall radio host Don Imus got fired by CBS for making ugly comments about the Rutgers women's basketball team. And I was doing a little research on that. Apparently he was joking, but really not a joke.
Those comments are probably going to come back to haunt him. We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, we'll keep it
Are
posted.
they? You fucking cap-tooth jerk-off.
You fucking asshole.
A joke. You know, I said it was a joke, but...
I did my research, and I'm telling you it's not a joke. Shut the fuck up. You don't tell everyone else what's funny.
But
It wasn't funny to you, but guess what? It was a joke.
But this is why I fucking despise the media. She knew the whole time that Toucher's joking. She knows it's a joke.
Yes.
So at the end, she throws in. She doesn't say Toucher's on the air, and he made a joke which some people found inappropriate. That should be the lead of the story.
Yeah.
You bad at your job, journalist.
Because if nobody knows about Toucher and Rich or radio or anything, like we're a little privy to the inside. We know how this shit works. But if you're just listening to that broadcast, you're thinking, oh, so he's calling him a Nazi? What?
Right.
That's horrible.
Right.
Why would... No, it's a joke.
But she said she did her research on the Imus thing. Why don't you do your research on the Toucher and Rich show? You probably would find out that they're attempting jokes the entire time they're on the air.
Yay.
And maybe getting serious, I don't know, 5% of the time, tops.
And
How
she's
much it's all
sports
about
can you
just trying to
talk
get some
about?
fucking jokes in.
Not joking.
She did this, too. It's not a joke.
Oh, did you heard that?
Yeah, a little pending.
Yeah, the little pen click was
Unfunny, uptight
well,
bitch.
keep our eye on this one. Hopefully
Shut
we can prolong it into them being fired.
Well, I did my research on the Imus
Exactly.
thing, and it wasn't a joke. It was a joke. Trust
and
me.
a funny one.
Trust me.
He called them nappy-headed hoes, and you know what? I laughed.
You don't have enough brain cells to
Enough.
understand that it was a joke by Don Imus. Just keep
it
reading, you
was.
stupid newsreader. That's what you're
Yeah.
good for.
I'll have my salad.
Ooh.
Because I'm a sweet boy.
Oh, you are a sweet boy.
Yes,
I
I
heard
am.
the Sweet Boy song earlier.
Everybody loves
I was
this.
privy to the Sweet Boy, I'm a Sweet Boy song.
Yeah, you know what? This is great. Tim in Pennsylvania. Tim, go ahead.
Hey guys,
Hey.
I was wondering what type of research is conducted to determine jokes or not. Like what do you possibly do to be like, no, this one was serious, but this one was a joke?
They probably had some kind of pie test, you know.
Well,
They probably had a
anything
bunch of
podcast is
people
valid.
get hit in the fucking face with pies after they heard the Imus thing and then determine if it was a joke or not.
Gauge it if it was funny.
Of course, what kind of research? I don't know what kind of research you could have possibly have done.
I think I know. I do think I know the kind of research.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Black People Win Every Argument If You Joke Against Them Research Facility, I think.
Right?
It's not what it was called.
No?
No.
What was it called?
No, I'm not telling you.
You're going to have to just try to figure it out on your own, sir.
You've ruined it for everybody.
That's right.
I will not punish you. I will punish all of them.
Fox, so what's going on with Toucher? Is he all right?
I hope so.
Was he on vacation? Is he back on the air?
No,
Is
Rich
CBS
wasn't
finally going to do the right thing and back up one of their employees? Or are they going to let him fucking hang out there to die?
They said he was out of town. He's apparently in Nuremberg for a rally.
Yeah. Wasn't Rich
He
out of
was a
town or no?
Nazi. I don't know.
Are they back on the air today? Does anyone know? Here's Sonny in Boston. Sonny Forelli, I'm imagining. Sonny.
Yeah, hey, you're missing the obvious point here. I mean, having Toucher and Rich on a sports program is a joke in itself.
Yeah, they how much sports can you talk about? And they're just, goofy guys having fun. They were kind of put in a situation where they had to be on a sports station.
Yeah,
because they were never sports. They were never sports guys to begin with. They were like afternoon shock jocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you expect from sports radio?
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, it made for good radio though. For a sports channel, they're doing pretty good.
What are you doing, Sonny? What are you doing?
I can't really hear you.
I've never heard so many non-points made.
And another person.
The phones are fucked up.
And another person saying they can't hear us.
Yeah, they can't
Did
hear
one
us
of the
very well.
babysitters work into the phone problem after the show today? How many times do you have to hear, I can't hear you, before you realize that you might have to step up and figure some shit out for us? Holy shit. Thank you, Sonny.
You're welcome.
You heard that.
Do we have a phone problem or not?
Apparently.
I think so.
Do we have to call our own show to figure it out, or is one of those dummies down the hall
You know
going to
what?
look into it?
I think
How
we
about
do.
I will call the show. That's actually a great idea.
Oh, okay. Jimmy's going to call the show right now. Who are you going to call as?
Just me.
I don't like that person.
But I'm a good guy. I'm a sweet boy. Yes, I am.
I want to hear the Sweet Boy song. So Jimmy's calling the program to see if he... Oh, boy. Oh, the regular number? It's like something wow. One wow.
This is good. Now that we have a phone problem, now we have stopped the radio show to try to figure it out ourselves.
Oh, Jimmy will call.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll make sure everything's hunky-dory, as they say, hunky-dory. Yeah, there's got to be a problem because I've never heard so many people talk over us before. Occasionally we get the obnoxious ass that just decides what he's saying is much more important than our point of view. And he's usually right, but we have microphones and it's our show, so fuck them.
Exactly.
But most of the time now we're getting people just yapping over us because they can't hear, is what I'm thinking. And then they say, well, it sounds fine on the air. We could hear you and we could hear the caller. Yeah, well, the caller might not be able to hear us, which makes a great problem when it's a caller-based program. All right, Jimmy's calling on the regular line. I think it's ringy-dingy.
Wow, I know Jimmy's phone number now.
Oh, is that his?
Jimmy, is this
It's
you?
the second one.
It is me. Hi guys.
Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy's outside looking at us. Can you hear us?
Why do I have the feeling this is going to bother the fuck out of me?
I got to tell you something.
Yeah?
The sound of your voice is bringing back a lot of memories. It's really hard to hear you.
Is it hard to hear?
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, not the fact that I'm on a piece of shit iPhone.
Yeah.
But it's harder to hear Ope than it is. Aunt, say something.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Jimmy.
We're trying to have a discussion. Ope, say something. I can see you.
I could see
What?
you.
It's harder.
I was
harder to hear
talking.
you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it goes in and out. It's not good.
Weird. I was saying something there, too. You want to test your mic, too?
Now you're very low, actually.
I'm low, right?
You're low.
Yeah, it sounds very...
Let's see the
That's
very
why.
muffled.
That's why half the time I go, I guess I'm a ghost because they don't even fucking
All
hear
right,
what I
here
have
it
to
is.
say.
I'm testing Jimmy's mic. Hi, it's Ted. Hi, I'm Ted.
Just the sound of that voice. It's me dripping.
So I'm low. Anthony's okay or good.
What do you got on me?
Ants is clearer. Yours was almost garbled, like oh, I'm a little. It almost sounds like you're talking to something that's vibrating.
Yeah.
And my connection is probably not great because of.
Nah, I've also complained about my microphone in general, and I don't know if they ever tackled that or not.
That's a microphone.
It does not sound good. Honestly, at least from this call, does not sound good at all.
Right. All right.
So I've done my field work.
Wow, look how easy that was to do, Jimmy. Weird. So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound more muffled. It almost sounds like you're talking through like a little faraway thing. Like you're talking through something. Ants was clearer, but not great either. And by that I mean the content.
Yes. I'm never clear or concise.
That was a pretty good TED.
I love doing the TED impression.
I had a guy on the set when I was doing the HBO shoot.
Wait, Dr. Steve. You could hear show audio fine when you're on hold. Like, fine, perfect.
Right.
When you go to the caller, it drops 6 to 10 dBs.
Ah.
I don't know what a dB is.
Decibel.
He does.
Dick bag. It drops 6 to 10 dick bags.
Ooh.
So, why aren't they fixing the phones? We
don't
bitch
know.
about this all the time. I don't know. And then these guys get annoyed down the hall when we fucking attack them. This is why we fucking attack you. The basics. We need the basics done.
So there's a guy, Ray.
Whatever. Do whatever the fuck you do down there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I bother you. I'm sorry I yell and scream at you and make you all depressed and sad. You're right. Do whatever the fuck you're doing, which is probably work for all the other channels you work for. That's smart. Have guys running 202 and 197 that have 8 other jobs at the company. That's really smart because that's what Howard has. A guy that runs his fucking channels and runs fucking music stations all over the fucking place. That's really smart on the company's part. I don't even blame those guys. Jesus Christ. Fix our goddamn phones, please. End of today's rant.
It's dropping 10 dBs.
6 to 10.
6 to 10
The
dBs.
fuck is a dB?
Must be a medical term.
Oh.
Or a shitty wine term.
Yeah, dick bag.
I bet.
Oh, you guys got to deal with staff meeting today? Yeah.
Rather have a staph infection.
That's the beauty of us. We fucking leave of just a massive fucking highway fucking pile up, and then we leave and
we shake up the jar of bees,
and then
we take the top off, throw it in the room, and run away.
And then these guys have to deal with the.
Now clean it up.
Right. And then these guys take it out on our staff. That's smart. Huh?
You guys like doorbell ditchers where you just set flaming bags of shit on our doorstep and then ring the bell and run away?
You know what? Because
hold on, what are doorbell ditchers like?
What?
Oof.
You know what? But see,
it was a long explanation.
But see, for many years, we did the right thing.
Let me try again. Ring bell, shit, run.
Better.
There you go.
As opposed to yours. You're like guys are like doorbell ditchers, where you'll be out with your friends. Perhaps one's been drinking and you'll ring the bell and it's raining and you slip on the we got it.
But just so you know, we did the right thing for many, many years where we did sit down and do meetings and talk. And you know what? When we did that, things got done and things changed. I can't, without getting into it, the amount of things they told me was going to happen is mind-boggling that not one of those things has happened.
This is true.
Hence the reason why I don't have time to meet with anyone anymore. Ann knows what I'm talking about. Lots of things were supposed to happen. Not one of those things has happened.
There were things that everything from just equipment to events to just simple shit.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
And there's no accountability.
Right.
If there's ever a problem, it's one of the fucking assholes that are in this room right now, or one of the assholes behind the glass, or one of the assholes out there. It's never, it never passes that fucking hallway. Never passes the lockers.
Look, we got another news report about Toucher up there in Boston.
Oh, yeah?
Got some comments about Tim Tebow, trying to entertain his audience, trying to get a few laughs, and now it's a big problem for Toucher. Probably not, though. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this one.
I don't think it'll be a big problem. It's not outrageous enough. It's not ethnic based. It's not. it's a white guy goofing on
white guy.
white guy, so it's fine.
White guy goofing on a black guy, not
now
good.
you got huge problems. Black
That's
guy
not
goofing
good.
on a black guy, no problem at all. Black guy goofing on a white guy, very, very rarely will you ever get a problem on that. It's white guy goofing on anything gets you in trouble.
White guy and white guy, though. That's going to say
White on white is fine.
White on Asian, bad, real bad.
Like, and what's the problem
Real
calling
bad.
a bunch of white people like it looked like a Nazi rally? It's not because they were walking around in Nazi regalia or anything like that. It's kind of a funny picture of a bunch of white people.
Nothing says stereotypical image of whiteness like Nazi. And then he mentioned Stepford Wives.
Yeah.
Another stereotypical suburban perfect white.
Yeah, Stepford was just the white town
Right.
with the perfect robot wives.
It's amazing how that dumb bitch reporter says, well, and then he threw it on, he mentioned the Stepford wife. That further clarifies it had nothing to do with real Nazism.
Exactly.
Just a stereotypical image of Lily White.
Yeah, just trying to come
And he
up
said
with
Lily White.
That's all?
Yeah. Okay.
Leave him alone!
Here's WHDH TV in Boston.
This morning, I'll tell you what, it was an on-air apology after the NFL draft last week. This morning, the question is, was that enough to quell the concerns of his listeners?
See, the media just trying to push the fucking story.
Quell the concerns
No,
of his listeners.
you're showing concern after his apology.
His listeners are not concerned.
Not at all.
You fucking asshole.
These newsreaders are
What liars.
They just suck.
Just say what you're doing, which is pushing the story forward so you can get a little play out of it.
Right, you're just they're hoping it has legs, as they say in the business.
Yep.
Was that enough to quell the concerns of his listeners?
You should know better.
Local sports fans find the comments inexcusable. Take a listen to
Hold
how...
on.
Why should he know better?
Inexcusable?
But that woman is the local sports fan they go to?
Yeah,
That's his
yeah.
target demo?
That's
better.
the demo.
Better.
He should know better, the cocksucker. The motherfucker should know better, the fuck.
And who knows what she said? She probably should have said, he should know better. You should only make fun of blacks.
Right.
They probably could have edited her.
Exactly.
Yeah. In Boston, of all places, where they still segregate.
Inexcusable.
Everybody
though?
is in their place in Boston.
Murder.
They should have a problem with this.
Murder is inexcusable. Like a stupid comment on the radio, it's pretty excusable.
Fans find the comments inexcusable. Take a listen to how Fred Toucher describes Tim Tebow and his family.
It looked like some kind of Nazi rally. Like what? What did it look like? It was all. Excuse me.
Even his co-host sounds like...
Okay.
See?
Oh my
off.
God.
Look at the cut where they cut it off right where he was ready to
all right,
make it like funny and probably put it in context, in the proper context.
And he's about to say, even his co-host. No, his co-host was helping him pump it up a little bit. Because it's all about getting
It was
edgy.
an outrageous laugh.
Yeah, it's all about being edgy and fucking, hopefully getting a big laugh.
But you hear the laughter in that, and are you going to tell me that as a reporter, are you that bad at your fucking job
We're going to find out.
that you don't understand
We're going to find out.
that is being said to be funny? Do you think that's not being conveyed to the listeners, that that's a joke?
Right.
They don't care that it's a joke. They just want to complain.
What did it look like? It was all. Excuse me.
Even his co-host sounds like he was caught off guard.
No, he wasn't.
No, was he? Do you know the show?
You asshole.
He's never caught off guard.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God, these idiots.
There's a lot of people out there that take these newsreaders very seriously.
They're dumb, too.
And they're as dumb. The newsreaders are as dumb as they get, man. Dumb fucking people.
Dumb as
really
dirt.
Stupid. Local newsreaders, the worst.
Even his co-host sounds like he was caught off guard. The Toucher and Rich show on 98.5 The Sports Hub were talking about this video of Tebow and his family on the night he was drafted. Toucher also calls them Lily White and like Stepford Wives. Shots at Tebow's expense are nothing new. He's even been mocked for being too religious.
Good.
What does he do wrong? I mean, he gets criticized for being so perfect.
Tebow's agent didn't immediately return our phone calls. Neither did Toucher, and the woman who answered the door at his home declined comment.
Fucking vulture.
Open the door.
Why would you?
Fucking vulture.
Why, you cunt reporter, would you go to his house to ask about a joke on the radio? Why would you call Tim Tebow's agent about a joke he made on the radio, you fucking twat reporter.
They stir. They want to stir it up. Stir up the pot. I'd have answered the door in a full fucking SS uniform.
Not
Hello?
even connected with the story you would have.
Yes, exactly.
If I knew you were coming, I would have dressed appropriately.
Yes.
Just my everyday dress.
God, the older I get, the more I and I hope people out there are getting it and fucking hating the media as much as we are.
I remember when we did the Boston mayor prank, the news crew set up shop right on the front lawn of the place I was renting. I'm watching my front door on TV while I'm inside.
Yeah.
And the same shit. No one will comment at this address. We've knocked repeatedly. And no one has answered the door.
They point at the door right here.
Right. He's inside, this bastard. Fucking vultures.
They are
Pieces of
fucking
shit.
vulture pieces of shit. The guy makes a joke on the radio and you go to his house for a comment about what?
Yeah.
They set up the 10 o'clock news on my front lawn, and then the lights of the cameras and everything went on right before the broadcast, and now I can't even see my own TV because it's fucking up everything.
Oh, they stink.
Fucking worse.
People are suggesting that I'm upset that the Nazis are being compared to that scumbag Tebow. I don't really appreciate that.
God, is that annoying?
Isn't it?
Just watching the media, the more you watch them, how they all are the same. And they're also they're so self-interest motivated.
They work.
There's not
They
an
know how
ounce
to-
of
yeah.
sincerity in their outrage.
Chris in Jersey, something we haven't talked about in almost a year. The New York radio message board is calling for his firing.
No, they're not.
God,
I don't believe it.
Come on, man.
I have not been there in years.
I haven't been there in a really long time.
Years.
It's a very relevant radio site, which deals with New York radio, which, as you know, the entire country
It's
is
run-
clamoring to read about.
It's run by a dentist who knows a lot about filling cavities and
Yes.
radio.
A dentist.
Are they really calling for the
I don't
firing?
know. Chris in
Please, can we
Jersey's
look at
telling
that
me.
awful message board.
Chris is. And,
They're all so obsessed with being
will
heard.
CBS be consistent with Toucher? And they can't even spell. How do you misspell Toucher?
How'd they spell it?
TOETTCHER.
That's correct.
That's how he spells his name.
Yes, it's technically correct. Yes.
But that's not okay. I'm sorry. That's a weird fucking last name. Then.
It might not even be that. It might be Tocha or whatever. It looks Russian or Slavic.
Okay. For his remarks about Tim Tebow, and so, no, just stop it. Just stop calling for his. Click a couple of more down. Let's see what people are saying.
The fucking little American. The bees are buzzing. Shitty country.
Hey, does he have a board reflection on this? That would rule if he had a board reflection on this. All right, well, Danny looks into that. Let me play the rest of this.
It's
audio
amazing.
clip.
Here's what the problem with these guys is. They're saying that it's politically correct because he's a white guy making fun of white people. And it's the anti-PC people that think that he should be fired just because you're fired for making fun of blacks. Now, I'm one of the people that never thinks you should be fired for this stuff. You anti-PC people, you're as annoying as the politically correct people. Just because they fucked up by firing Imus doesn't mean they should fuck up again by firing him just so they don't look politically correct.
Right.
They are politically correct. But don't expect Toucher to suffer because they've made shitty decisions in the past.
Make you suffer.
Take a personal interest in making you suffer.
you suffer.
I'm going to make you read this message board. Take a personal interest in making you suffer. Going home.
Declined comment.
Sorry, I'm not taking any.
No comment whatsoever?
No.
Toucher addressed his
She
controversy.
said no.
said that, you cunt.
She said no.
Fucking hate these guys.
She said no. None whatsoever, except no.
What about the
None
time?
whatsoever. Oh, well, yeah, since you put it that way.
What about the time? I think it was the mayor's prank as well, Ant. And we left the radio station, which was in an office park in I forgot what floor we were on, like the 5th floor or something. And we go to the elevator bank, and these fucking vultures come out of nowhere with the cameras.
Started
like, how the
laughing.
fuck did they even get in the building?
It's like,
But they were just hiding in wait.
I know.
They were like doing a Lee Harvey Oswald.
They ran out of the fucking lunchroom.
Just ran with fucking cameras
Up to
ablazing.
the elevators. It was like,
Light shining, cameras on. Comment.
Wouldn't you love to see people open their door and just throw cold water on these reporters?
Yeah,
like that's what you do. You're on my property. Throw cold water, a bucket of cold water.
I would go with the fucking boiling water.
Now you can't. That's a crime.
I'm protecting my property. And it's got guns. I got boiling water.
You're medieval.
That's right. I'm going to go medieval on your ass.
Tar and feather them.
I would say just cold water because it would be so annoying for them to have to walk away with cold
with the
water.
boiling water. That would be very annoying. They're on my property. I do what I want to protect my home and my loved ones.
These people, though, the news people, just horrible.
Comment whatsoever. Toucher addressed his controversial Nazi comments on the radio yesterday morning saying, quote, I made a regrettable statement about the Tim Tebow draft party that ended up offending some people, and I truly, truly can tell you that was not my intention. I apologize to you that were offended. You know, I just apologize, and I regret what I said. Fans of the show say it's too little, too late.
You're a fucking liar. Fuck you. Fans of the show are not saying that. Well, I'm sorry I'm yelling.
True fans of the show would not say
what
that.
What a liar.
Fucking lying sack of shit.
They're not.
What fans of the show say it's too little, too late?
Because the fans of the show understand what he was doing there, you dumb fucking newsreader.
You scumbag reporter.
Because they don't all of a sudden go, Touch and Rich, who are they? And then they just get a soundbite. No, the fans of the show are listening every day and understand exactly what the guy was trying to do.
They don't. These people on the street interviews that they're getting, what they do is they present the person with a jaded quote. They take it out of context and go, hey, did you hear there's a guy on the radio and he said this? What do you think about that? And the people go, oh, it's terrible. And then they don't put where they ask the question. They just put fans of the show. And that's not a fan of the show.
Yeah.
What a fucking scumbag.
What a scumbag. Why don't they show fans of the show think it was really funny? Why will a reporter never take that angle? Fans of the show thought that the apology was too much and it was a funny joke and it should have been let go.
Well, that would be reporting, Jimmy. They have a slant on all these stories, and they have a direction they want to go in, and then they find the people to make sure they
that
have
goes
that
in that
direction.
Do we know who this reporter is? What this reporter's name is? Because again, maybe he did talk to fans of the show.
Dickhead Shittington.
It's WHDH TV.
But what's his name?
I don't know, but I'm saying it's that channel, and then someone will fucking.
Yeah, do we know that? Because if you know this reporter, you should ask him what fans of the show did you talk to? Where did you find them?
Oh yeah, this is wonderful. Let me say hi to Matt in Dallas. Matt.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy.
By the way, happy birthday, late birthday there, Anthony.
Well,
thank you.
So, the worst thing I've ever seen one of these reporters do is back in '95, I was living in Oklahoma City, and like 2 days after they blew up the Murrow building, this lady, she lost two of her kids at the daycare center in there. And this fucking lady reporter is sitting there asking her, how do you feel? How the fuck do you think she feels? What do you think? She wants to throw a fucking party and get drunk?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was screaming at the TV.
Yeah, I don't know what they're accomplishing by doing that.
Nothing.
They're just sensationalizing their own fucking story for ratings. They don't give a shit about her and her dead babies or how she feels. They could care less. They're just hoping they get someone that's crying.
They get into the media, I think, into journalism because they want to make a difference. They want to uncover the story. They want to get the big scoop. And I just would love to sit them down 5 years into it and go, how does it feel that this is what you are? Like, you're not making a difference. You are basically just a spoke in this shit wheel. How does it feel to have had that dream and to have contributed so little? Like, you don't make a difference.
His name's Adam Williams.
Adam Williams. I would love to sit Adam Williams down and go, how does it feel just to, A, be reading what other people probably wrote for you, and B, to be presenting such a biased horseshit slant when you probably took some sort of an oath to be impartial in your journalism, and you're not. You're fucking despicable. All of them are despicable.
Yeah, he just constructed a story out of the way he wanted it to be presented. Yep. That wasn't news. That wasn't presented factually. It was concocted because that's what he or the producer, whoever the fuck it was, that's how they wanted it. Another radio jock. They wanted a radio jock scandal, so they put one together.
I said all that. They have an angle, and then they find the fucking people that are going to help their angle. That's all the news does. They don't report anymore.
Ugh.
That fair and balanced crap that you hear, here and there, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. Now someone's saying it's Steve Cooper, so I don't even know
Whoever
who the fuck
it is.
the guy
Whoever it is, he's a twat.
Steve Pooper.
Well, I want to
That's
know.
what I'd say.
I want to know who we get to call a cunt. Is it Steve Cooper or Adam Williams?
It's because they're competing with each other for ratings. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, CBS, ABC. There's so many headliners, so many outlets. And the fact that I'll be on headline news on Joy Behar tonight should not bear any witness to what I'm saying.
Right.
Good plug. But they compete with each other, so it's not just about presenting the facts. It's about getting you to watch so they make more advertising money. It's bullshit. It's garbage.
And they try to continue a story that they know people like watching other people fuck up. So they get this jock story, and now they'll just try to extend it.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. Adam Williams is the newsreader, and Steve Cooper was doing the story, on the street, getting the street view of the fucking
fans
Tesla
of the
situation.
show. Where do you find fans? How do you know they're fans? If they're where do they sit to listen as fans?
Right. Why don't you fucking just do a little research and listen to a few hours of their show?
Yes.
Whether it's old shows or if they're still on the air. And then you get a good feel for, okay, this is the type of thing they do. They're trying to entertain their audience and make jokes to, make their commute a little easier.
Yeah.
You dumb fucking cunt.
Dumb fucking. You wanted to make a difference, you dog shit reporter, and you don't. None of you do. None of you get the scoop. You want to get the scoop, go over to Iraq or Afghanistan. Those guys make some sort of a difference. But look at this fucking... Is this the guy? Is this the report? Is that... He's a lily white, Stepford white, Nazi-looking douchebag.
Right, why don't you...
His cat teeth.
Watch my video bio.
Please,
hold on. Let's get to the end of this clip first. Because this is going to take a half hour to go through his dumb bio.
What I said. Fans of the show say it's too little, too late.
Sometimes they get carried away with stuff and don't always agree with them, and that's one he should have kept to himself.
All right, Toucher remains on the air this morning, and no word on
Why
whether or not
wouldn't he?
station management plan to discipline him in any way, whether that would be a suspension or him losing his job. But right now, a lot of
Listen to this
listeners are deeply
motherfucker.
concerned about those comments that
No,
they
they're
call
not.
inexcusable. We're live in Brighton this morning. Steve Cooper, 7 News Today.
Why didn't Steve Cooper find one fucking person that thought the comments were okay and the media reaction was despicable? Fuck you, Steve Cooper.
Stupid Steve Cooper.
You fucking cornball hairdo.
You know what?
You
Loser.
fucking awful white teeth.
That's why they want to lump us all into a category of just radio shock jockery and things like that. And he'll lose his job. That's why I could give a shit when Arthur Chien got fired.
Yeah,
Good.
fuck him.
Good. You fucking holier than thou news asshole. You turned around and said, drop the F-bomb on the fucking air.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So you lost your fucking job. And all these scumbags are like that, by the way.
All of them.
They're all fucking closet fucking perverts, closet fucking assholes, racists, closet drunks.
All of them?
I'm uncloseted.
Can we see the video, Danny? His video blog?
All of them.
I say not all of them.
All of them.
Chew, swallow.
Let's hear this video. Let's see the video bio of Steve Cooper.
Oh, Steve Cooper's video bio.
See how honest it seems.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Cooper from 7 News, and I have to tell you before I begin,
Horrible
to
audio.
give you a closer look at my.
Only get
That's
left
one
ear.
fucking channel.
This is sort of my home away from home. This is
He's pointing at the van. It's his home away from home. It should be a glory hole.
New England on a daily basis to bring the news to you at home. Just backing up a second, my career began with 7 News back in 1999.
Yeah.
It was in the summer of 1999 that I joined the station as a general assignment reporter and also as a fill-in anchor, and that's sort of the stuff.
Pause this for 1 second, please. Can I point out what an uninteresting man he is?
He's completely uninteresting. He's got his jacket off, by the way.
Sleeves
so he still
rolled
has
up.
His shirt and his tie on, because he's just trying to be the everyman as he's talking to us about, let me just fill you in a little bit on what I did. I started it. And then he walks away from the truck, and he's walking like through a park, kind of just like the everyman. Hey, let me, we could, if we wanted to, we could throw the ball around a little now.
Did you mention the hand thing?
Yeah.
They got to do that hand thing
a lot
that
of
reporters
hand
do.
clasping and hand motions. He's as he's talking, he's
rubbing his hands
emoting with his
softly.
hands
Yeah.
and just kind of looking around, very natural.
Here's what Steve Cooper's doing. You're a horrible bore trying to appear like you're not. A horrible bore. The nerve of the station to think that a video bio of these assholes would be genuinely interesting for any other reason other than to make fun of it.
To make fun.
Please, can we hear more of this crushing dullard?
Today. Now, actually, before that, I worked at WMUR TV up in Manchester, New Hampshire.
He points up.
The same thing, and before that, I was working in Lowell Cable at a cable television station there, where I had a chance to cover the news really on a local level. Graduated from UMass Amherst.
He's bragging about Lowell Cable?
Yeah. Then I've sort of
you ever
moved
been to
my way
Lowell?
up, and I sort of consider my career as like a dream come true.
Ooh!
Whether it's covering a fire or something more
Hold on, point. A dream come true. I want to cover a fire. That's great, asshole. You want it to be water. You fucking twat.
I think he meant cover as a story.
Oh, okay.
Cover a fire.
I wanted to cover a fire. What a fucking ghoul.
I wish a fire was covering him.
Exactly.
And take the serious angle too. He's bragging about covering a fire. Isn't that just a horrific thing for the people that it happens to?
A mass shooting.
Can you go back?
Child killing,
Right. A child abduction where the body's found in the Charles River.
This just dream come true for me.
God forbid his fucking dream should be to put out a fire or to help somebody escape a fire.
Back up. He's so excited about covering a fire. What a fucking douchebag.
What a twat. What is there to cover? It's a fire. We see it. Fucking asshole. What, are you going to point at it and go, look, guess what that is?
It's a fire.
While the real men put it out.
Exactly.
He points and reports on it.
Fucking twat.
He is doing so much with his hands, too. Like, as he's talking about these various institutions he worked at, his hands are just flying back and forth.
Exactly.
Phony.
What a putz.
It's all phoniness put on.
In 1985, and since then I've sort of moved my way up, and I sort of consider my career as like a dream come true. So whether it's covering a fire or something more serious, or even something out on a park like this, a beautiful
Something more
story.
serious?
Pause that, please. I'd like to know what's more serious than a fire.
Yeah, you fucking ghoul.
Fire.
Or something more serious.
Or, I don't know, a serial killer rapist.
Yes, a fire or something more serious, like a guy on the radio who makes a joke. That's a dream come true.
Exactly.
To ask one person and then go, fans are disappointed.
Oh, God damn it, Tate in Florida. Hold that Tate for a second. Very good point here. Go ahead, Tate.
Hey, morning, guys.
Hey.
I just understand the hypocrisy and basically all of this shit. Basically, you got people on news shows that are talking about fucking chickens and dropping, accidentally saying blowjob here and there. And you never hear anything about that, and then this guy's making a joke and it's blown up.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? That's a very good point. A lot of reporters are caught cursing on the air by accident, and they apologize, and that's it. They never get fired or anything for the most part. And that's it. They never get fired or anything for the most part. Why can't a radio guy make a mistake, even though in this case I don't even think it was a mistake?
It wasn't a mistake.
And understand that the guy was just doing his job, just like you were doing your job that day. You said blowjob on your fucking live news show.
Like, that's in the course
I
of
love
doing
that
your
fucking
job.
point, Tate.
Good point. They slip once in a while and curse. Well, with the comedians or people being funny, the slips that we have, Toucher and Rich didn't curse and violate the FCC like some of these shitbags have done. He said in the course of being funny, occasionally you err on the side of offending somebody, just like when talking for a living as a reporter, you err on the side of cursing.
And that's why this is really important. Everyone should push back, because you want comedians or edgy talk guys taking chances with their stuff. Or, you're going to scare the shit out of all these guys where they're not going to do compelling radio. You're going to fuck up every once in a while when you go live every day and you're trying to entertain people.
And that wasn't
why
even
don't
a
they
fuck
understand that? And why doesn't one reporter do a story on that instead of just assuming every fucking DJ, meant to say something completely outrageous and offend a million fucking people?
Yeah.
Why don't they take that angle ever?
Did you ever see one of these scumbag reporters outside of the home of another scumbag reporter? Hey, you said blowjob on the air today. Any comment?
Yeah.
Did you ever see one of these fucking vultures?
Go after their own?
Yeah, cannibalizing another? Never.
No.
Never. Good point, man. They never fucking cover each other. And to me, that's a much more serious offense, because when you're watching the news with a certain expectation in language and presentation.
No. Yes.
When you're listening to Toucher and Rich, you're not listening to them expecting seriousness.
Now I want to go to Adam, and I'm not sure if he's making a joke, but there is a point in here. Let's see. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey guys, I'm offended by this fucking douchebag who's saying a fire is not very serious. When I've had a family member lost in a house fire. I'd like to hit for his job to be fucking taken from
There
him.
you go. Yeah, as you're saying, like covering a fire or
something more
serious. You just offended a lot of people by saying that, Cooper. If you want to play this stupid game. There are a lot of people that have lost everything and lost loved ones.
Oh, and eyelids.
I mean, what in Worcester, there was a horrible fire where firemen lost their lives.
Yep.
Dennis Leary's all about that. One of Dennis Leary's family members was lost in that fire.
Yeah,
so I don't think they look at it as not a serious thing when a fire fucking breaks out, you stupid jerk.
How about the fucking 9/11 fires?
Right.
Come on.
Exactly. So, you know what? Playing the fucking toucher game, you just offended some people talking about your stupid career, Steve Cooper. See how easy it is to do that? You dumb fuck.
Let's can we hear the rest of his bio? Because this guy's really compelling.
We've had the chance as general assignment reporters to cover a wide range of news through the years. And for me, some people say to me, well, what's one of those highlights for you?
Oh.
And I guess it was probably being on one of the duck boats back in 2000.
I apologize. No one ever said to him.
Is he landing a plane, first of all? Because I can't tell with these hand movements.
He should have, lights in there, flags on a carrier deck.
He just said...
Now I know why Sully crashed. He was following this guy's hand signals. Nothing?
He just said to... He just said, people say to me, what are the highlights? I'm going to submit...
that not one person
has ever said to him, here's what would have been honest.
Not one... Hold on, Jimmy. Not one
None.
person
Nobody's
gave
ever
a
thought
shit
it.
enough to ask Steve Cooper for the highlights of his career
No.
as a reporter?
That's the same type
That's
of shit.
shocking, Jimmy. That's shocking.
That's the same type of shit they do when they want to make a point. People are saying, or what about people? No one said to you, what are the highlights?
Bullshit. So he's making this up. What are the highlights? And then
He wanted to tell you.
And one of them is being on a duck boat.
Yeah.
For something.
Oh, I hope I hope it was something great, like his scrotum got caught in a duck bill.
I hope it was because they were fishing out a homeless guy or
dredging
something.
out a floater.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Picking up floaters.
It was
He's
great.
on a duck boat, and the whole thing started quacking up.
Oh, Chip. Let me hear his great moment.
Won the World Series for the first time. I had a chance to sort of weasel my way onto one of those duck boats out over the Charles River, and I was broadcasting live, one of the only reporters in New England to get on board and be with the likes of Johnny Damon and a lot of the other players and travel around the Charles River with the millions of people screaming and chanting for the team. And whether it's something as big as that or the second time that the Red Sox won the championship, or it's been the countless times that the Patriots have had those big wins at Fire. Most recently, the Celtics winning their championship. Aside from sports, we really have a chance to cover all sorts of news. Most recently, it was covering the Ted Kennedy funeral down on the Cape, and what an experience. Congressmen and women that came to Boston.
So the big highlights were the Red Sox, the Red Sox boat ride, and you got the fucking put spackle on Kennedy's fucking head hole. You fucking ghoul! What a prick this guy is.
That's right, Cooper. We made a Ted Kennedy joke. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Offended.
Are you okay with that?
God,
because if you knock on my fucking door, trust me, it'll be a different situation.
It's WHDH.com, I think, is the station. You have to go watch Steve Cooper's fucking horrendous video blog or video, because watch his hand moves. I hope he has whatever Bob Dole does and he can't move. I'm tired of his hands.
It's his phoniness. He can't even be sincere doing a bio on himself.
Let's go to Tom in Jersey. Tom, another good point coming in. Love you guys. What's up, Tom?
Hey, this guy says Nazi on the air, and they want to string him up. And a few years ago, Rick Sanchez run from CNN. He was working in Miami at the time. He runs over a guy outside Miami Dolphins football game.
Yep.
Leaves him in the accident, and now he's like a hero reporter for CNN. He points out everybody else's moral failings and business. Lack of business.
Yeah, I think if you run over a person, even if it was some kind of accident, that you shouldn't really be commenting about other people's moral fucking, situations. Rick Sanchez does a show on CNN every day.
After the Jesse Ventura thing,
Every
that fucking
day.
twat Rick Sanchez was one of the ones that was kind of, he kind of read selective tweets, so he was kind of against me. He seemed like a real cunt. That's all you should talk about is you're driving in Miami, shit for brains. That's all I want to hear about. Every time you talk, a fucking horn should honk. What do you think of that? I don't even know if he was drunk. I hope he was, because that makes it a bigger tragedy. Was he drunk? I can't say. I don't know. I hope he was.
I think if you fucking kill someone, it's tough to be a CNN news reporter.
People through the window.
All right, let's continue with this.
Oh, is that Essie Cup?
I don't know. Yeah. She was waving at you, Jimmy. I don't know her.
That looks like Essie.
Who is she?
I do right now with her all the. Was that Essie? Essie Cup?
I don't know, but whoever it was very excited to see you.
I think
Jimmy.
That might be Essie Cup. I think so. I could hardly see it with the reflection. Where's she going? What channel?
They went to record something in another studio. Should I do a reconnaissance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's Essie.
Drag her in caveman style, please.
I hear you.
So we can talk to her.
Be nice to her.
I hear you.
Talk to her. She's great.
All right. Want to hear the rest of this guy's
I want to hear his bio.
Bio? All right.
What is it about this job that you love so much? And I guess for me, it's sort of the change of it all. It's every day is different. Every day you come to work.
Is
you
it?
never know what you're going to have, never know what you're going to see. And
But you know how you're going to twist it.
I see you in the morning. What time do you get up in the morning? Well, for me,
No one says.
let me tell you, I get up at 2:15 in the morning, even in those tremendous
Jerk
snowstorms
off.
when they stick us out on those snowbanks along the side of the
Who
highway.
gives a
There's
fuck?
something about
Is
being
this
in
a
news that you just love. It's
giant
just
who
in
cares?
your blood. It's in your system. Like I said before, this job for me was like a dream come true. I've been doing it here at Channel 7 for 10 years, and I hope to be doing it for many more years to come. All I can say is thank you for watching.
Great if he was
7 News,
fired
and we'll
right after this.
see you in the field.
Well, I don't
See
hope
you in the
he's
See you in the
field.
field as I knock on your door as you're trying to take care of your kid and make dinner.
Exactly.
You cunt.
Vulture.
I hope your
Oh,
fucking
no.
leg is injured and I hope his leg gets caught in
Oh.
a garbage truck closing.
This is a shame. Steve Cooper has a Twitter.
Oh, it must be
my
great.
God. S. Cooper on 7.
Ask him
Cooper.
what?
S.
Oh, S.
Cooper
Cooper.
I thought it was
on 7.
Ask. I thought it was the same thing. It's like, what's your favorite
How
moments?
many? Wow, he's got a whole 169 followers. And look, it's all about him. He's following nobody. Of course, a news reporter would follow nobody.
Yeah, why would you fucking pick up information?
S. Cooper on 7.
What a
He has 169 followers.
Jesus
And look,
Christ.
whoa, you guys even the latest tweet. Sports Hub Radio morning man Fred Toucher is feeling the heat after an insensitive comment about Tim Tebow.
Why would you Twitter that to 170 people, you fucking dud?
Wow.
He's going to be checking his Twitter later and going, "Wow, I got a lot of new followers. It must be that terrific story I'm doing."
Yeah, let me check this.
Toucher. Oh, hey, let me see what they have to say here.
Let's see what else he said.
Yeah.
3 BC hockey players in trouble after their SUV hits an MBTS trolley on Com Avenue.
Wow, he's just a fucking...
Back from vacation, running the Boston Marathon. Thank God that's all done.
You know what? He didn't capitalize the G in God.
Yeah.
I'm very offended.
I'm so offended. That should be capitalized.
You know what? Anyone else, again, if you're not offended, don't. S. Cooper on 7. He didn't capitalize the G in God. I find that to be very, very disrespectful to my religious beliefs.
Look at that. Body pulled from Fort Point Channel in Boston. The body's said to be female in her 20s. That's one of his tweets? You're a ghoul. You're a ghoul.
What a bad news spreader.
Oh, boy.
Horrible.
Touch and Rich were making a joke. I could read some of his tweets now. Did you know S. Cooper on 7 is a cunt? If he dies in a fire, it won't be serious.
What a prick.
Sports Hub Radio morning man Fred Toucher's feeling the heat after. Okay, yeah. Okay.
S. Cooper on 7. The number 7.
How funny is it that a reporter who's got a TV job has 170 followers?
You, sir, are a liar.
You, sir, are a liar.
What a prick. What a prick.
All right, hold on. I got to refresh. I think the Pests
Oh, yeah,
are
they're
just
coming
getting
in.
involved.
They're coming in now.
All right, hold on.
He didn't capitalize the G in God. That's very offensive.
It's very offensive.
It's
Be fired.
Let me see what happens here now. Okay. A willful boy. Oh, no. What did he write?
Not going to be good.
Let me see what they're writing. Let's see.
Stop looking up Justin Bieber, you fucking... You, shut up.
Oh, you
Fucking-
fag.
you-
Danny just looked up Justin
You
Bieber.
fucking pederast.
His
fuck.
Twitter, Justin Bieber.
Did not.
It was on there, you fruit.
Goofy 1148 writes, "Wow, I have more followers than douche." Says Cooper at 7, and I don't sensationalize fires.
Blue Healer from KY. Blue Healer KY on Twitter. Why didn't you capitalize the G in God? Are you anti-Christian?
I think he should have to apologize for that. I really do.
Nice reporting, dullard.
Let me say, Greg J43 says it well.
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
What it says, you're as talented as a bag of cut off clits. That's not talented, by the way.
Nice reporting, dullard. You're a fucking cunt.
Yeah, stick up for Toucher and Rich. By the way, let this fucking jerk off know that maybe he didn't talk to enough Toucher and Rich fans.
Exactly.
You see, because to me he said Toucher and Rich fans are outraged and upset. He didn't present an accurate picture.
Somebody seemed to have posted the song that the big fat guy in American History X was singing in the van as he was driving over Edward Norton's house. My eyes have seen the glory of the trampling at the zoo. I won't
Watch
sing the
ourselves
rest.
in naked blood and all the mongrels. Jesus.
Oh, God.
But it's, please let him know that you do support Toucher and Rich, and let's see if he starts reporting it accurately.
Juba,
Jesus.
that was the song.
P_roll writes, I hope you cover the fire of a daycare. Hope you get off on it, you ghoul. Hope your mom gets AIDS and dies.
Did somebody write that?
While you're fucking her.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow. That's a rough one.
They are a little brutal.
Yep, but that's what you get. Want to play with the big boys.
How many followers does he have now? All right, well, he's going to get a beating today.
He should get a beating for that fucking horseshit story he did.
He crafted it. He molded it.
What happened?
Oh, wow.
251.
251.
Oh, he probably thinks he's really on fire.
It's like, wow, I bet that Toucher and Rich story really hit a nerve with people.
Do you think he's going to be excited when he logs in later and
Yep.
sees all his mentions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just want to know why he didn't. I think that now maybe he'll redo the story and go, I was wrong about Toucher and Rich fans.
Yeah, that'll happen.
They're not upset about this as I reported they were.
Should redo his bio and jump in a lake in that park.
His
Inhale.
fucking watch his awful hand movements in the bio.
They're awful.
Over here and over there, and he's just moving his hands left and right.
Like he's doing a news story. It's a bio on himself. Just be yourself.
Exactly.
He can't. He's incapable.
Exactly, dude. Put on your wings and fly around, vulture.
People are asking for his Twitter again. S. Cooper on 7.
SCOOPERON number 7.
Yeah, what do you got, Danny? Something good.
This is funny. It says, how does it feel? This is from
Atlanta Matt.
How does it feel to know your dream of reporting has landed you in a shit town on reporting on shit stories? Good job, shitbag.
Shitbag.
Wow, someone says you should burn in a non-serious fire. You stink and no one likes you. Report the news accurately, you douche. Nice hand motions, dick.
All right, now
go prep a big black bull.
I forgot we're on a little bit of a delay because now his Twitter is just completely blowing up.
Somebody's implying that he should suck the dick of a black man.
As a cuckold.
I got 40 new ones in front of me. You have the talent of a brain tumor.
Jesus Christ. Good.
Oh, my God.
It is fun because, everyone checks their mentions. Everyone.
yeah, you
except
have
me.
to.
I don't check mine.
Never. That's great.
All right, have fun with that.
On 7.
Have fun with that, boys.
I can't even keep up with all the new tweets.
No, they're just.
I got
have to
another-
just keep
like
refreshing.
crazy.
I just refreshed and there's another 34.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Homeless Jim says it best. Please put your hands down when you talk. You look like you're fending off a bee attack. I love this. Dockerson says, how long after your duck boat adventure did you sell out? Fucking douchebag.
And by the way, I just refreshed this page about 20 seconds ago. There's 33 new tweets.
I know. It's,
Look how stupid. By the way, how stupid is Lady Trucker? Instead of sucking dick at rest areas for free,
I got it.
you can make $5 per blow jib at truck stops.
Blow jib.
It's a blow job, you fucking idiot.
I like the cut of your job.
Exactly. Jesus Christ. A blow jib. No wonder no guys like her.
She's a dolt.
Exactly.
Oh, hidden abutment.
She sucks their ducks. No one can come because she's always got feathers in her mouth.
Yeah, give her a break. It's hard to tweet with those big fat fingers of hers.
While she's driving a truck.
Jeff Smoker writes.
Jib.
Jeff Smoker writes. You need a name tag that says "It's all about me." You no following, no talent, ain't a slicker.
He's fantastic.
Oh, you fuckers are good, man.
Well, they are really giving this guy a twittering.
Oh, holy shit! I can't even keep up. Can you? No, I can't even. Oh my! There's another 30.
Wow.
Fuck.
5.
What?
T43. S. Cooper on 7 visits a farm in Seattle to visit his favorite horses.
That implies he wants to be fucked by a horse. One guy says, I hope you drink AIDS after chewing on razor blades. It's a very harsh 1-2 punch, sir.
Yeah, they're pounding him
Good.
good now. Yeah,
Good. That's the only way they should be held accountable for this fucking garbage they call reporting.
What does sperm taste like? Shit, dick. Just nothing to do with the story or anything.
Yeah, hit him with some intelligence too.
There's a lot of tweets, right, Danny? He has a lot of mentions.
There's another 30 that just came in. Fuck.
And you know, he gets up at 2:15 every morning, so he's probably not in the mood for this right now.
Yeah.
I bet he's a little sleepy.
Now, what type of question is this, Vag Poop? Vag Poop is normally a very serious journalist.
Yes,
he is.
Do you get embarrassed when your wife discovers the smell of fecal matter on your breath? You know, Uzi Poo normally has smarter things to say.
Yeah.
I hope your eyelids catch fire and your faggy boyfriend puts it out with a hatchet. And then Rob from Cape Cod very subtly writes, hey, Dick, no one was offended. Die in a puddle of AIDS.
You know what? The best thing is, Toucher and Rich's fans are going to get blamed for this.
Yeah, classy group, Toucher and Rich.
You know, I'm really going to go after him now.
They're Opie and Anthony
Yeah,
fans.
just tell him it's where you're coming from. Fuck
375 followers.
Fuck him.
Oh, he's rolling now.
Well, I bet you this guy's like, well, you know, they must have watched my video bio.
Yeah, the video bio. Really,
my
I
God.
think that really endeared me with the people, I think.
Guys, Big Dan 31 writes, I hope Tim Tebow uses his virginity up on your asshole, you pompous bag of cunt waste. Tim Tebow is a fucking virgin. That's right. Oh, my God. There's another 80.